Well, welcome to another unboxing, my friends. Today I'm building this CHOOCHOO side table. This features a single drawer or end table and a little outlets. It's got power outlets in there for your devices. Okay, so this comes with our instructions right there. And then we have, I like to just kind of lay these out. 2 and 10. It's nice if you can put them so you can see the numbers. There's 14. Sometimes the hardest part of these is just finding the number. There's 9, there's 6. All right. Okay, this is nice. It already comes mostly assembled there, so that's pretty handy. There's 13 and 12. So this one should be fairly simple. It's already got, this is all put together already. Normally you'd have to do this yourself. So that's gonna make it a lot easier to do here. Just have to build the drawer, looks like. There's 15. That's a nice little top there. And here's the back. So not a lot of pieces here. This should go rather quickly. Put this off to the side. We have our box here with the tools in it. Tape tried to stop me unsuccessfully. Okay. Here we go. So here is the power cord and stuff right there. And we have our drawer assembly portion here. Where's the end of that tape? Right there. I might have to get some scissors. I cut my nails right when I need them, as usual. And looks like I'm going to need also a Phillips head screwdriver. So I'll get that and we'll get started right away here. Okay. So we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver as well, which I just got here. And I also might use my impact driver just to speed things up a little bit more. Should be fairly easy. Probably the hardest part is just going to build this drawer real quick and mess with some screws. Here we are with the instructions. And here we go. It shows you how to put these in there. And step 1, let's go. Okay, so I try to lay it out just like it shows me. These got these already in there. Those are already locked in place. And this part's been assembled. The production process in order to avoid screws loosening during its transportation. Okay, so it says tighten these real quick, just to make sure they are tight. And looks like most of those are nice and tight actually, so not a problem there, but that is the first step, is just to, and with these I like to just do it by hand so you can kind of tell. So these ones were a little looser here on this one. The other ones are nice and tight on that first one. Okay. There we go. That is step 1, and now step 2. We're going to take number 8, which is, this one's 5. Wait, there's a 5 over there. It's already attached. But this one is what? Okay, 8's on the bottom here. So I'm going to just put it just like it is for me in the instructions. That way. So this one has to be 7. It is, and I'm going to face it this way. And this one has, we're going to take 4 of these cam bolts, I think they're called, and put these in here real quick. So 1 here, and probably not any really faster to use my impact driver, so If you have a ton of these, I don't know. Of course, impact driver, you got to be really careful that you don't do it too tight. You want to over tighten it and split your wood. So I just like to kind of guide it in there, keep it straight with one hand, and then screw it in like that. And then you want the collar of this just to come down flush onto the wood there. If you hear it like tearing, you don't want to just like go super tight on these, because you can actually tear the wood. But these will go on there pretty snug because that collar fits down and it kind of pushes against itself. So these are actually quite sturdy. Okay, so we did those on there, and then now we want to get the drawer portion. And we got to be really careful with this one that we get it right. Okay, so these, as shown, I believe we want this just like this, and you want the upper portion, the opening is going to be here at the top. You don't want this facing downward, so you want to make sure that the opening where the other wheel can go in is right like that, so facing up at the top there. And then this one going this way is going to have it the opposite, which is right there, but then towards the top. Okay, and it'll tell you where it wants the, let's see, what screws are these? Are these P? It says F is going to be 4 of these little guys. So F4 are these little shorter screws, and then it tells you it wants it in that closest hole to the wheel. So the closest hole to the wheel, and then that's where we're going in right there. Get this one in about 90% of the way, and then make sure your other one's lined up, which it will be nicely. These ones are basically the screw holes, everything's drilled by machine. They're pretty much all perfectly done. I don't think I've built a couple from CHOOCHOO Home, and they've always fit really nice, so no complaints there. And we'll get this one, once again, it's the first hole in the thing. And these are basically just perfectly in there. I'm pretty happy with just tightening down all the way. Okay, once again, you don't want to over tighten. This is not a muscle contest or anything. So now looks like we're going to be doing the bottom portion, and that one is that's going to be number 9 here. I like to take off the numbers before, you know, sometimes get those off of there and then they're just not in the way. Okay, there's that. So number 9, we're going to take 10 and put it onto the front here. So we have 10 right here. And I'm willing to bet that we're going to put these in there because it has 4 holes. So I'm just going to push these in there real quick. Make sure that the open portion of these, it has a circle on it, is facing towards the circle in the board. If not, you can always turn them with your screwdriver. And make sure that the open part here is not down. You want this with the screw head up, so you can actually tighten these up. If you don't, you're gonna have to pull those out of there, and sometimes it can be a little difficult. So I'm just gonna put all these in there right now. And here's number 10. And 10's gonna get one of these right in there. We'll just screw that in there, making sure it's nice and straight. Okay, take that number off of there real quick. There we are. Okay, now that that is done, okay, be careful with the picture. We want to keep an eye on that. So it's going to be here and facing us. And so this portion is facing this way. And these holes are all facing us here. Then we can tighten it down. Okay. Just like that. All right, now that we have that, we can attach it to 8. This is our 8. It says just kind of put it up on its face like that. Oh, it doesn't want to stand, okay. And then we have this right here. So make sure that these are going to be down, facing downwards on this, and then we can just pick this up, put these in the holes there, just like that. But hold on a second, it has 2 wooden dowels in the top. So we're going to put those 2 wooden dowels in there real quick before we do that. So these 2 wooden dowels, they're going to go on the end of this right in there. There's 1 and there's 2. And then those line up with these ones. Make sure all our holes are lining up here. Should be pretty perfect. But make sure we get it all in there nicely. Okay, they'll slide in there just like that. Then we can tighten these down. Okay. And usually it's just about 180 degrees. The circle part will be facing that way, and when you turn it, it just goes the opposite direction. So yeah, 180 degrees around. There's that one. I'm pretty sure we do the opposite for the other side. We'll just put our 2 little wooden dowels in here, just like we previously did. And we'll take this one, make sure these are in, all that. Take number 7 here, take that little sticker off of there. So I kind of like how this part was all assembled. Just makes it easier to handle. Now these are just going to slide these right in those holes there. Get our wooden dowel holes lined up, and everything fits together nicely there. And then we just crank this down. And there we go. That is solid. We'll set this up right here. And we can take this and we're going to slide it down. I think we want the warning on the outside. But let's see, product. No, you know what? I'm just going to put it on the inside. I might just probably remove that sticker, but this is going to slide down. And the cracks right there, and we have our hole at the top. So that's going to fit nicely right there. Easy peasy. That was another step. Now we're just going to attach this off to the side. We're going to take our top portion here, and we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 of our cam bolts. Make sure we get those in nice. And once again, don't over tighten. Keep it nice and centered when it's going in. So you can tell if it's, like I said before, if it's going to over tighten. I mean, once it hits that collar, it gets pretty snug, but you just don't want to just wrench on it. It'll pull that wood out of there, and then you're going to have a problem trying to fix it. Okay, there's those 4. And then we're going to take number 2. Oh, number 2, where are you? I think it's this little guy right here. Is that correct? Where are you, number 2? Number 2, yes. Okay, so number 2 is going to go on here just like that. We're going to use the screws are going to be E. So there's D, E. Should have 2 screws for me here. And we do. We got 2 of these E screws. These should be just lined up nicely. What you can do is just drop these screws through here right off the bat. Watch out for your finger on the bottom, they're kind of sharp. And then we just kind of line them up with the holes, drop them down there. These are centered. Okay. All right, and those just basically only one way this can go. Make sure your little screws holes have a thing there, or has a little indentation for the screw heads. I'm going to take off this number real quick. There we are. Sometimes you might need some Goo Gone or something. These things can get kind of sticky. I didn't like that that stayed on there like that, so I'm going to scrub that off real quick. So when you take these numbers off, sometimes they do leave a little sticky residue. So you could usually just take some soap and water, and that'll come right off of there. So I just thought I'd show this port because I don't like the little stickers on there. And sometimes they are pretty sticky. So usually some soap and water will just come right off of there. And a little bit elbow grease, right? There we go. Not going to hurt your wood at all. There we are. All right, now that's off of there. No more sticky mess. Some of them are. You can also use like a little Goo Gone or whatever, but for this case, they're not that bad. Okay, so we got that, the support bar, and now it says to take that, and we have 4 of these also. These are going to go into the top section here. So once again, just make sure your hole is facing upwards towards the hole here, and that we have that just like that, just snaps into place very nicely. Okay, so we have those. It says take P and fix outlet to the groove. Okay, so we're just going to move that back real quick, and we're going to fix our outlet to here. So this should be coming down here like this. Okay, just like that, and that's going to attach right there. Like that. We're going to take P, which is these 2 little black screws in the bag here, and we're going to screw those on there real quick. So this is going to have 2 USBs and then 2 regular plug-ins, so that's pretty handy. Okay, there's one. And the second one, just gonna get that lined up there. Once again, don't want to over tighten, just nice and snug there. And there we have it. So the 2 plugins, 2 USBs, and then we can fit this on top here. All right, so that's just gonna go right down. Make sure all of those go nicely down. Okay, and then you can see if anything's holding it up. I think I might need to turn this one a little bit, maybe. Okay. All right, what's holding this up there exactly? Those should be, that should be up. I'm gonna just back that up like that. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Those should just go right down in there. For some reason, they're not. So we have a little bit of an issue here. I'm just going to make sure that my screwdriver can go down in there. It can, okay. And that's looking good. Okay. I'm going to retry that. They should just go right down in there. There we are. Okay, I don't know what the issue was there. But it looks like we're good now, so just tighten these down. All right, so there is that. Okay. Now we just have our little, I think we just have our drawer to build. So we're gonna take number 12 and 13. Okay, there's 14. This shouldn't be too difficult, actually. We have a drawer. There's only a couple ways this is gonna go here. So I don't think I really need a lot of help here. I'm just gonna install this first. Might be skipping a step, that's okay. We'll just put our little drawer screw on here, just like that. Where'd my screwdriver go? There it is, okay. Okay, so there's our drawer, our front of our drawer. Obviously, this is gonna go on here. Clearly we have two things here and here. So if you build Lego sets or something, most of these aren't really that complicated, and we can do them ourselves pretty easily. These are going to screw in to here, obviously, like this. You got 13 and 12. Those are all going to screw on there. But first, we're going to add our little outer drawer portion to 13 and 12, and are these ones right here. So you put these on. You want it facing, let's see. Indicator. See, that's going to go like that. So when we put it in the drawer, we're going to want it like this. Okay. Yes, I believe. Just like this. Okay, and our screws once again are going to go in that first hole there. These are going to be these little silver screws. Okay, there's one. And it's going to be first and last hole on there, the round holes. Okay, just snug that down. Not too tight, just tight enough that's going to hold it. Don't know where the magnetism of my screwdriver went. It used to hold things really well with the magnet on there. I magnetized them. It's handy to have your stuff magnetized. Usually just run some metal up and down on it and it'll magnetize it, I believe. Okay, so we get this one in. Not too tight, just tight enough. Okay, now we're gonna take this right here, and those are gonna get screwed on, obviously, with these 4 screws that we have left. No problem there. There's one. That one's going to go in right like that too. Okay. I'm just going to screw these a little bit at a time, and they should square themselves up most of the way. Once we got it on there. Okay. Perfect. There's that on one side. I'm gonna put these in there. I guess it would have been easier, yeah. Take this off. Okay, okay, got a little ahead of myself. I could still screw these in, but it'd be a little bit weird with that thing wobbling because it'd make it unsteady. So, okay, follow the rules. All right, all right. Just getting a little ahead of myself there. Okay, so here we go. That's there. One more here. All right. And one more right here. Almost done here. Okay, now we can take these other 2. Let's see, those are going to go this way. So those are going to go in the top here. And line them up with our holes. I'm just going to get one started, get the other one started, and then just kind of guide it down there. All right, almost got that one. Okay, there we go. Now we just take this portion and just slide it down in there. Nice as you please. And then this is gonna go on there. Just like this, we're gonna line these holes up, line up our drawer portion there. That's nice. Okay, everything's good. And then we can tighten that down. There's that. There's that. Get our other 2 on this side. Okay. Now we can tighten on our little drawer face here. And we're about done, my friends. I'll take these stickers off. All these stickers are all over on here. Come off of there. Okay, there's one. This one doesn't want to come off of there, my goodness. That's a sticky sticker. There's 2. I wish these stickers weren't so sticky. That's all right. I guess they need to stay on there so we know which ones are which, right? So better to have them too sticky than to have them like fall off while you're trying to figure out what's what. Okay. Now this should just simply just go right in here like this. Perfect. One more step. We have these little felt pads that can go on the bottom. And we also have these white stickers that we can cover up all our metal, exposed metal there. So these, you can just put it right over the hole, make sure it's equidistant on those. I think they give us extra ones too, so just like that, you can hardly even tell that anything was ever there. And these are super easy. They give you extra ones if you want to put them on the drawer too. You can put those on the drawer and just cover up those holes and make it look really nice. Can't even tell unless you look close. And that's cool. All right. So for the drawer too, I believe we could do these if we want to. It's got these on the side, so we could just put these little stickers on there too, just to cover that up. They give us enough stickers for all of them, so I'm like, why not, right? Okay, and then one's over here. Okay, and then we have ones here and here. Those are like inside. Sure, why not? Since I got them, let's do it. Those won't really be exposed, only if you take your drawer out, you know. But since I got them, I'm just gonna cover these ones up too, just for fun and giggles. And we got 2 more to go. I'll just put them on the back ones there. Why not? If these were as sticky as those stickers, it'd be super sticky. All right, there we are. That's all done. Drawer goes in nicely, perfectly centered, lots of room. Let's see how it looks here. Okay, and now we're just gonna put on the legs here, these nice little felt pads. The hardest part is getting these off of here. I just trimmed my fingernails, and it's like whenever you need your fingernails, that's when you're not gonna have them. So these little felt things just come off of here, just take off the sticky part, and I just kind of center them like that and just push them right on there. So let's see if I can get these off of here or not. There we are. And I just kind of center them like that, use my fingers to just kind of guide it on. Let's see if I can get this one off with my fingernails or not. What do you know? Did work. Okay. There we go. And we just need one more. And we are complete. It's a handy little side table for your bedroom or next to your couches. There we go, handy little chargers on there, and we'll show you how it looks. Okay, my friends, well, I have this drawer. It's pretty spacious. I can put my remotes in here, books, whatever, and have all this space down here that I can put, you know, books or maybe a blanket down there and other stuff. And the plugins up here, super handy. If I'm sitting on my couch here, I can even, if I have my lamp on this table, you can plug in your lamp right here, or plug in my cords for charging my phone or whatever. And another thing, this cord here for this is pretty long. It's probably about 6 feet or so. So it's a good length, and I like how that is, and you can tuck in the rest of it into the back if you want to, and kind of hide it up there with a wire tie or whatever. But it looks pretty nice and very functional. The top here, nice wood. The drawer slides in and out nicely, little handle, just a real nice looking piece. So thanks for watching this video, my friends. Have a great day. I'll see you all next time.